I just had to, I had to strong arm it. I had to really manhandle it. So here's the brains, I was the brawn on that one. Whoa.
I got in a fight with myself. Video, folks, so it's been a week since the calamity, the storm rolled through this area. Fairly minor where I'm at, but very, very heavy, just a little bit east to us. As I'm sure you're all aware, there's no end in sight to the cleanup effort, and the loss of life just seems to be climbing higher and higher. And so, as somebody who lives fairly close to what's going on, I've been thinking a lot about how I can help. Today, Dad and I are going to go out to the Kramers and help them with some of their cleanup efforts. But in the meantime, a lot of people have asked me of some good local organizations that they could donate to, folks that are inclined to do that. And there's an emphasis on that word local. There's a lot of national outfits that are primed and ready to help, but when it comes to situations like this, my preference is to start helping organizations that are already here, that are already local. There's two organizations that are local that I know are doing really good work locally here in East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. There's Mission of Hope, which is based here in Knoxville, but they're focusing their efforts on some of the mountain communities that were just wiped out here in East Tennessee. And then there's the Farm Connection, which is based in Marshall, North Carolina, who's focusing their efforts for the farmers and homesteaders in Western North Carolina, which, as you guys know, just got wiped out. A lot of people don't know where to start. These people do. They do know where to start. So that's where I'm going to be. I would recommend, if people are looking for a place to donate, it would be those local organizations. So anyways, Dad and I are going to hop in the car and head just a little bit east and hopefully help out the Kramers and drive through this fog. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's go. We made it to the Kramer Life. They're doing well. Everything's relatively good here. However, this tree has fallen as a result of the storm, and it's blocking one of the major paddocks here. It needs to be cleared out. And so our task today is to limb this thing. It goes back quite a ways. It's a large tree. Is to limb this thing. And when I say limb, I just mean take off the limbs and then cut it into sections. And then Katie's going to get on the tractor and haul this off for storing the wood or burning it. But this will be a task. And so we've got plenty of chainsaws between all of us, and gas and bar chain oil. And we're just going to get to work on this thing.
You know, for a lot of people, they got hit really hard. We got it pretty lucky, pretty easy. I mean, we lost power, internet, water, some of that. We still don't have water, but that's it. And then this tree that fell. So we're fortunate.
Yeah.
Very, very fortunate. We've been able to volunteer to help out around the community. Mm-hmm. But today we're going to be doing some cleanup because
Yes.
One of the things that's happening is it went over a fence that keeps the dogs from going to the neighbors and barking at the neighbors. So this will help keep the dogs where they belong.
What's the status with electricity and water today?
So no water, but they're expecting water to resume either this weekend or early next week.
Okay.
We have electricity, we have internet, we have cell service. We didn't for 2 days, so mere inconvenience.
And you can get around. We got here just fine.
Yeah, all the bridges have been reopened except for the one that collapsed.
We're happy that you guys are okay. that you're safe.
Yeah.
We're gonna get these chainsaws. How many chainsaws do we have amongst us?
Well, did you guys bring your pull saws too?
We did.
We did.
So we have 5.
We got 5 chainsaws.
And 3
And
guys.
3
And
operators.
3 guys. One person can hold 2 chainsaws at a time,
Well, that's
maybe?
Nate. Nate, I'm sure. will ambidextrous.
I am one of the clumsiest people you know. One's dangerous enough.
I don't believe it.
We got a job. We're gonna get to it. So Mama Hen and her baby chicks are all in this pile. Not a good place to be, my friends. Like you can hear them in there.
There's one coming out.
Yeah. Once we get the chainsaws going again, I bet they're gonna. So we only have one gas chainsaw, which unfortunately is experiencing some technical issues that Dad and Nate are working on. Have you guys come any closer to resolving?
We think we know the answer. It's just executing the fix is the hard part.
Right.
So what do you think the problem is?
There's this brake right here.
Uh-huh.
We think it's jammed in the brake position, and it's not allowing us to put the cover on over the clutch, and so it's just rubbing, and we can't figure out a way to unstick the brake,
Okay.
if you will.
I'm sure somebody watching this has the answer and they're screaming it at the screen right now.
Probably
I wish
so.
you were here right now,
Yeah, because
my
what
faithful viewer.
we're seeing is this is the clutch,
Uh-huh.
and this ring engages with this brake handle and squeezes it, so you can't.
And it's in the
and
squeeze
it's in the
position right
squeeze
now.
position, yeah.
So it's a matter of getting this gear to loosen this
You
particular
think you can
clutch.
take some of the oil
Which one's
and
in
lube it
trouble?
up, maybe?
It turns this way. How does it turn?
I feel like I remember
Turns.
having to fiddle with that thing in the past.
Turns this way towards this guy.
Well, I'm going to keep cutting.
While you walk that one back, I'll get this one.
All right. Success!
Yes. Yes.
So it was the problem that you and Nate.
Yeah. Nate was actually the one that kind of figured out what the issue was. Yeah, it's working. Good. I just had to. I had to strong arm it. I had to really manhandle it. So he was the brains. I was the brawn on that one.
So Nate, the primary goal here was getting this fence fixed to keep the dogs away. What's your assessment of the fence? Is this seems like it'll be a pretty easy fix, right?
Yeah, just a couple stepping posts.
Uh-huh.
So the sheep were in this paddock over here.
Uh-huh.
And I have these chairs here because I thought where it was down and there was no tree over it, I could block them off from escaping.
Uh-huh.
4 times they escaped. And then the dog started going over there and barking at the neighbors.
So this was urgent in terms of all the things you needed to get taken care of, getting this fence back up and lit.
Yes,
was something you needed to get done.
It's one of those distractions that's just not necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, you. Oh, hi.
Oh,
Oh, here,
put on
hold
your brake.
Oh.
Put on your brake.
Oh, disaster!
We're what is this?
Whoa.
Are you happy?
Are we happy?
Are you happy?
We're always
Always.
happy.
They're happy. That was a day's work. I'm glad we were able to get that done.
That was a lot of work.
With the exception of the fight that me and the Kramers got into, as you can see, there's some fists thrown. I'm just kidding. It was the
I
one.
won. I got to drive the tractor.
The one time I wasn't wearing my safety glasses, which everyone out there, please wear your safety glasses when you're doing any sort of lumber work. I was just standing around talking to you, and I had a stick, and I was kind of fiddling with the stick, and it popped me in the eye right as I was doing that.
So
but
you actually gave yourself a black eye.
so I got in a fight with myself. But thank you guys for having us out here.
Why are you thanking us? It's
Thank you.
us. Who should be
Thank
thanking?
We gave us an opportunity to help you out. That went better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
There were some points when I was looking at that, and especially that other one, that bonus tree that we got. I was like, I don't know if we'd be able to handle this, but the boom on that
Oh yeah.
tractor really made.
Katie's mad skills on the forklift.
Yes, she's a forklift master. So
I know
what's
how to
next,
drive.
guys?
More trees.
More trees.
haven't
What's
tried it.
next is you guys are hopefully getting water soon. Have you tested the water?
Oh, we don't have water.
Okay.
Probably this late weekend or early this coming week.
Okay.
And I wonder if you'll still be under a boil advisory.
Yes.
Under a boil
For a
for
while.
until they tell us it's safe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yes. So thanks for having us come out and help
for
you
coming
guys.
out. Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
And if you need more help, we're here to help you guys.
We're just an hour away.
Yeah, we're not far at all. So we're
Got
gonna
another
head back.
Egg sandwich calling your name.
The egg sandwich. I think I got some of that on film. Was chef's kiss. She didn't make the eggs the way I wanted them to. No, I'm just kidding. There we go. Boom, boom.
We're doing the fist bumps because we haven't showered for a week.
Can you smell them through YouTube?
No water.
Just kidding.
Television.
We made it back home, and I'm glad we went out. It was good to go out and help our friends, and to see some of those rivers firsthand. It was pretty insane how high the water levels on the Nolichucky got, on the French Broad got. I think I got some footage of it on our way back. Just to kind of, you see this stuff on the news, but to actually go there in person and see it for yourself really makes it real. Anyways, we will be returning to work here on the homestead. I still have now 2 episodes queued up of us doing work here on the shed, on Dad's shed, and talking a little bit more about the refurb, the upcoming reno on the attic. So that stuff's coming. It's just this priorities, this kind of stuff took priority, helping our friends out. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. And until we see you again next time, remember, as always, slowly, slowly.